Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I am going to talk about bug bounty and its side effect. So you may have seen there are a lot of videos that I have already posted encouraging about bug bounty, not exactly encouraging but talking about bug bounty and different strategies. Also I have discussed a lot about like how does the bug bounty work, what exactly it is. So you can watch my previous video. I will put a link again if you want to know about that video, or if you have not watched that video, then definitely go ahead and check it out. So in this video I am going to specifically talk about some of the negative effect of bug bounty. I know some people might hate this video, but that's absolutely fine. We are going to talk the brutal truth that none of the bug hunters basically talk about. So I have actually realized this point about bug bounty few years back, so just thought of making a video about it so that you guys might like it. So bug bounty has a lot to do with your mental health rather than your physical health. Of course our mental health completely depend on our physical health as well, and vice versa, but it's lot of thing that we talk about is basically about maintaining a stable mental health. So let me clearly explain you about mental health and how a bug bounty basically affect it. So to know about this, do watch this video till the end, and I'm sure you will get a details about what exactly the mental health I'm talking about. So let's get started with this video. So the first thing, there are two kind of bug hunters basically in foreign people, not in India. You will find lot of bug hunter who are actually into full time. I mean not lot of, but out of 100, 5 to 10 guys you will find who are into full time into bug hunter, or maybe they have their own organization, or maybe they have their own source of income, maybe their passive income, or maybe their so they are owning some of the organization, or they have some different passion towards there in your life. But most of Indian guys, or even in other part of world also, 90 to 95% or 99% people guy, even you will find they are not exactly a full-time bug hunter, which means that they will have 9 to 5 office, or maybe 9 to 6 or 7 office, and then they will come back to home and start bug bounty till late night, or maybe even early morning. It depends from people to people, but that's what the reality is. Not everyone is a full-time bug hunter. So if you are like thinking that you will make some bug bounty, and after let's say you have found 100 or thousands of bug, then you are ready to go for a full-time bug hunter, that's not the truth. Not everyone is the 100% bug hunter. Out of 100%, 99% are having their office, or maybe their daily routine, or some different tasks apart from just bug hunting. So if you are managing your office and bug hunter, then it's really tough. I think very few people can understand that you cannot be a successful good employee and successful bug hunter together, right? It might it might not be applicable for everyone, but for some people, or at least 50% people will definitely say yes to that point. You cannot be both at a best at both in a single place. So you have to manage your office work as well as your bug hunter work, so in a way that you put good values to both your organization as well as your bug hunter skill as well. Now one of the point where a lot of bug hunter basically get disappointed is about the duplicate, the hard truth about the duplicate. I know a lot of bug hunter typically don't like the duplicate issue, because what exactly a duplicate, it's basically meaning that one issue has been reported by someone, and you have also reproduced or found the same issue, and you have reported to the team, security team basically, and they will say no, this is not an issue, this has already been found out by Mr. X or Y or Z, and you are not going to get some bounty for that. So that is a hard truth. You might felt at that point, okay, I have done my hard work, I sit from morning 9 to evening 6, but I could only manage to found one this let's say SSRF, and it is again found to be duplicate. That is where you get morally disappointed. But the good factor is, like, if it is not duplicate, then you will definitely get some bounty about it, and you definitely feel motivation towards it. But yes, a duplicate is part of bug hunting journey. You shouldn't think like, okay, you have found duplicate means you have failed. Again, I'm putting some of the motivational word, but yeah, so if you have found some duplicate, do not think like it's the end. You have definitely found something, but it's not that worth. You might have to struggle further to get some more vulnerability out of the application. Now the second factor that puts really important is about the lack of or having multiple choice. Nowadays you have HackerOne, you have Bugcrowd, you have Cobalt, you have Integrity. There are a lot of platforms already available who are providing various bug, or who are having a lot of bug bounty program. at a point you will definitely feel confused about, okay, which platform should I choose? Should I choose Bugcrowd? Should I choose HackerOne? And should I choose specifically which particular program? Even you get confused with which particular application. Should I choose web applications? Should I choose mobile applications? You will get definitely confused. So do not get into point like where you are too much confused and you put your hands on every particular stone, and in the end you will be drowning yourself in the river. So do not do like that. Do not put step into every stone. Choose your decision carefully. Choose a platform specifically. Choose an target specifically, and then go out hunting. Do not put into multiple. Do not stretch your leg into multiple bug bounty program. Now, one of the things that I have seen during my bug hunting journey is like I tend to forget time. I mean, if I am sitting at around, let's say 10 p.m. Indian time, I tend to go till 5 a.m. or maybe even 6 a.m. Next day morning also, you will wake up and you will see the sun. I think there is one, or meme was already popular there. I will put in a screenshot maybe. So yeah, do not be like that. Take a frequent break after every 1 hour or 45 minutes. That way it will help you intentionally, or I mean mentally cool as well, or also develop your creativity. Do not think like, okay, if you sit for 3 hours, 4 hours, unless you don't find a bug, you're not going to move away from your chair. Do not do like that. That's basically definitely a wrong practice. Okay, so don't be thinking like sitting for long hour, and still sometimes it may happen that you will not get any vulnerability as well. Like you will sit for 10 hours but you might not find any vulnerability, and it might not happen for a single day. It may happen for continuously 1 month or maybe even 2-3 months. You will sit for every day 8 hours, 10 hours, but you will still not get any vulnerability. That is where you get again morally disappointed, or even physically, mentally both depressed. So do not do like that. Be a person like who takes break every 45 minutes or maybe in 1 hour or 1 to 1.5 hours, and then think about your target. You will definitely find some good vulnerability there. Again, I am giving you some of the tips in between, but yes, I wanted to make it in a positive way. May the title or the thumbnail sounds like bit tricky one, but yes, this is the hard fact. Again, I have seen a lot of time like people will go about bug bounty, but in between like they will tend to forget their social life. I mean, let's take an example. Let's say I am doing a bug bounty for 8 to 10 hours in the morning, and Sunday some of my friend called me to let's go out for a, let's say, dinner or maybe some get together. Even in that case also I was able to sacrifice that. I was not able to spend time with them, and I was forgetting my forgetting my time completely and focusing more on bug bounty. Again, with that I couldn't find any vulnerability. The fact is that do not completely sacrifice your social life. Be socially active as well. It's not you, after at the end of the day you are just a human, not like some robot or something. Now, one more thing I have seen like a lot of time, let's say if I'm doing some bug bounty and I got a target, or maybe because a lot of time the bug hunters are very highly active in Twitter and some different social media platforms. So let's say if I got an email late night at 1 p.m. or maybe 1 a.m. or maybe 2 a.m. and then immediately I start taking my laptop and started for bug hunting. That shouldn't be the case, right? You shouldn't be doing like that. That way you will definitely hamper yourself. So do not rush into bug bounty thinking like you will find some good vulnerability instantly. It might be true, but again, that's not always true. Like you need to sleep as well, right? So you need to maintain a balance between your lifestyle and your bug bounty. Now, if you want to look at the positive sides or how to maintain a better bug bounty life, there are a few of the points which you should follow in order to make yourself better. The first thing is divide your time into various sections. Like you will spend 2 hours a day or maybe 1 hour a day for bug hunting, and try to manage the particular time or try to maintain the particular timeline, okay, so that you will also be in win-win situation. The second thing is like get a ergonomic chair and make a proper arrangement for your bug bounty, like in a dark environment or whatever you like. Now, next I typically recommend is always look for high and critical vulnerability, whereas keep your expectation very low. Like do not think like you have found something diamond or something. Look for high and critical vulnerability, and with that way you will learn a lot of things. So don't think like you have found something or you have wasted your time, right? So yeah, always keep your expectation low, but look for high and critical vulnerability. Of course, focus on your learning and your improving skill. Read different blogs, go through various write-up, and you will definitely learn a lot. Now, the last thing is, if you have a girlfriend or the people whom you like to talk or you enjoy most, talk to them whenever you feel a lot of stress or something, or maybe exhaust. Take a break, talk to your loved people, talk to your parents, talk to anyone who you like. So I hope this video would have helped you in some way, and I'm pretty confident that this video will help you to get some mental relaxation break. So if you are a bug hunter, So hit like and share this video. Do let me know if you have any query, and I will see you soon with another video. Thanks for watching.